DieDieDie, we are going to create an improvised slasher movie for you. And for us to do that, we need from you one suggestion. And it needs to be a location which is larger than, say, like a 7-Eleven, but smaller than, say, a large regional airport.
Walmart.
A Costco, we have done a show in a Costco and a Walmart. So keep going, these are great ideas.
TARDIS.
What was that?
TARDIS.
The TARDIS.
The Vatican.
I think the TARDIS, I feel like will be so
What is the TARDIS?
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
I'll do that one after the show by myself.
The Vatican?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Fantastic.
Vatican.
Thank you so much. We are DieDieDie.
Hello!
Dan, that's not how it works. You have to hear it inside. No one's gonna reply to you.
I think so. It's like a spiritual thing. Can't be like,
Hey, Jesus! Hey, Dan.
That's strange.
You guys, I don't know, like, freshman lock-in at the Vatican? Like, this is
Yeah.
like...
It's highly educational.
what better way to learn about all the rules?
I mean, our school paid a lot of money for this, so.
I know.
Well, yeah, they flew us from Fresno
Yeah, that's amazing.
to
Fresno Catholic Central High School.
Yeah, I think, you know, our parents, at least those of our parents who pay full tuition at our
Oh, I'm
elite
sorry.
Catholic
I'm
school,
sorry, I'm
they
scholarship.
paid for this to happen. No, it's wonderful, Kate. I mean, you have gifts. You have gifts which have placed you among us.
I'm a mathlete, okay?
You are.
I
Very
am.
strong.
With an attitude.
Thank you very much,
I didn't
Mike.
say that was a good or bad.
Well, I take it as a compliment.
But I think the whole point, Kate, is that your math has led you on a path to Christ. So here you are.
You could make it. You could get close with God.
I still feel really uncomfortable being the Jewish kid on scholarship here.
Yeah, Dan, that's, I mean, pretty weird.
And it's a strange scholarship that your unique qualification was just being Jewish.
Yeah.
There's a rule at Fresno Catholic Central High School that we always have to bring one Jewish person to represent the Jewish part of Jesus.
Right.
Thank
you so much.
For better or for worse.
Thank you.
Well, yeah. Isn't the Fresno high school motto, like, we embrace all religions, mostly Catholicism, and a little bit of Judaism.
Yeah, no, it kind of smacks of tokenism, but.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
No, that's.
I mean,
if Mrs. Pembroke was here to guide us on that discussion, but our catechism teacher is not present at the moment. I don't know where she went.
She's probably drunk.
Might be
Right?
drunk.
Hunting down whatever Vatican wine there is.
She's probably preparing a lesson plan for us.
I really love
One
to
of her
see that lesson.
spontaneous lessons.
It's been a while though. It would be nice to see that lesson.
yeah.
We head to Mrs. Pembroke.
Huh, you knew it, tiny little cabinet. You're not gonna hide the wine from me.
You see, Mrs. Pembroke, her hair is all over the place. She's in the middle of the back room where they keep all of the communion wine.
And there's like stacks of very nice leather-bound Bibles, like this high, all across the back wall.
There are racks of elaborate Vatican robes and ceremonial garments with like gold thread along the trim and really amazing hats that only the Pope himself gets to wear.
This room is real fancy. Oh my god, you know what, I'm cold. Ha, I'm cold. Put on a robe.
One of the robes that she's not putting on hops off the wall and starts to walk over.
Oh my god, Mr. French Superfluous, is that you?
The robed figure from behind his back pulls up an enormous bejeweled scepter.
Mr. Fraudulous, I told you, it's not gonna happen on this trip, okay?
The robed figure walks towards Mrs. Pembroke and takes the bejeweled scepter and just ever so slightly sweeps her leg.
Whoa! Oh my god, Mrs. Fraudulous. That was real mean. I'm not totally sick. Listen.
The robed figure kneels down and places the scepter against Miss Pembroke's forehead.
He grabs one of the bottles of ceremonial wine,
Can I have that? Oh, okay.
and places the bottle into her mouth.
Ow!
The way you force fill a fuel tank. Glug, 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 glug.
Then the robed figure, when she's just about popping full of wine, just grabs the heavy Bibles and drops them on her. Then another stack.
That's so hurting so
And takes
much.
the scepter and sticks it through her belly.
Then the rogue figure takes an empty bottle of wine and fills up the bottle with her own blood.
And then takes it one big swig and just pours the rest on his head.
And then dissolves into the background.
We're gonna have to talk about Jesus the whole time.
No, we'll get to learn about history. So yes, there'll be lots of times about Jesus.
I feel really isolated on this trip.
Dan, there's a lot of cool things to see. The robe room is just next door. Only the Pope gets to wear those robes and hats.
I'm still weirded out that we have all this access. Like,
This pass is amazing. It's just for us. There's no high schoolers.
I mean, ever since the new Pope, like, it was such a coincidence that he was an alum.
I'm curious about the robe room. Maybe we'll see the Pope in there.
Okay, well, it might be kind of cool.
Opens the door, and leaning up against the door was the body of the head of Vatican security.
Who is that? Who is?
Oh no.
Guys, that thing is Swiss.
That is a really specific thing to say right now. He's a dead person.
He's dead, that's more important.
Oh, but I think he's Swiss.
We gotta go tell somebody about this.
We gotta go tell everybody else. Hey, everybody.
What?
These cards get you in anywhere.
We're burying the lead. We found the dead body.
Oh my god, was it Swiss?
He was Swiss.
Oh no!
Wait, why did you know that? And why was that the first thing you asked?
Because Swiss are the head of security around here.
Yeah, had
Wait, they
dispatched
didn't say it was a security guard, Steven.
Whoa.
I just figured.
That's
Okay.
Why would anybody have a problem with us being here?
You're a murderer.
No, I'm not! Don't go blaming the mob here! I mean, don't be mob attacking me!
You're also in the mob?
Well, we've heard stories about your dad.
yeah.
We know he's not really in the garbage disposal industry.
Yes, he is,
He
okay?
has 3 Corvettes.
And we heard he was excommunicated
From the church.
Guys,
in Rome.
you're just jumping to conclusions here. It had nothing to do with me.
I think we need to tie Stephen up.
Yeah, tie him up.
Tie him up.
You have all that rope that we packed?
Here. Oh.
Rosemary's will have to do.
Guys, you know what we need to do?
I'm sorry?
Rosaries. I'm Jewish, I forgot.
In Catholic tradition, we need to inquisition him.
That's a terrible Catholic tradition.
We don't talk about that part of history.
But this could be a situation that requires it. Well, I can't be a part
No.
of it.
As a
That's
woman
what
of
you're doing.
science and math, I will not be a part. I will be happy to tie you up, but I don't want to inquisit you.
Guys, if the security guard's dead, and we haven't seen our teacher in such a long time, maybe we should just try to find some help.
I'm gonna go find Mrs. Pembroke. I know she just passed out somewhere. See you later.
Gotta make sure she's okay.
$1643, the wheel.
We see
This
the
is
room
how.
filled with maps in the background, amazing globes, and just hanging sort of like astrological
To
way.
figure out all of the different ways that the Inquisition used to work to break heretics, which is clearly a situation that we've got on our hands right now.
There's a huge planetary mobile, which is hundreds of years old and fully functional. And we hear a slow ticking sound of gears beginning to grind as the planets begin to move in their correct motions and orbits.
Is that some sort of heretical?
A giant
Planetary-
Jupiter flies by like no
What?
big deal.
How can Jupiter be moving?
Ah!
I'll never find the answer to the right torture methods to break Stephen in time.
The stars that are in the planetarium suddenly turn to little specks of fire and rain down on him.
Suddenly, from amidst all the equipment, the rogue figure emerges.
Are you some sort of Inquisitor? Grand Inquisitor?
Now the robe has stars all over it, super fancy embroidered stars. This robe could fetch thousands of dollars.
And the edges are all gold, and he takes a minute to look at his shimmering sleeves. He looks good.
He's really into it. Like, I paid a lot of money for this. Look at me.
And he pulls out a scepter, and it's a totally different scepter than before, even more bejeweled.
My God! That's
And then he takes a moment to hold the scepter up to the light of the fire and just like really appreciate the bedazzling job he did on the scepter.
Haley's Comet comes and beats Stuart right in the face.
He takes the scepter and walks closer.
He points it at the scepter, unlocks the jewel at the end, and reveals that it is a flamethrower. He points and roasts.
More planets coolly rotate by. A moon falls on Stuart.
Explodes into stars. Well, you're the only one I can relate to here. I don't believe in this shit.
I know. We really enrolled in the wrong school.
Well, I mean, is enrolled the right word? It's like, I'm gonna go where my future is, you know? Fresno Catholic.
We see that they're in the tombs, which are located underneath the floor of the central cathedral space.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, Fresno Catholic is it's the best. I'm going to MIT.
Loads of coffins, just dead bodies in them. They're covered, but they're definitely holding dead bodies.
This was someone's arm once, okay? Alright? That's science. That's math. Alright?
Got it.
This religion gobbledygook.
There's a sign on the walls that says, "Please do not touch the body."
I mean, they just have like open skeletons in this place.
Religion's so
It's
weird.
weird. You know? Why are they building shrines to dead people?
Just then, a pelvis clobbers Dan on the head.
Is that a fucking pelvis?
Where did that come from? Well, I mean,
We tied Stephen up, right? He didn't get out.
no, you tied him up with the rosemaries, right? I'm sorry.
From one of the coffins, you see an arm just kind of raise up a little bit, and then another.
Okay, funny guys. Funny. Super funny, alright?
Is this a big practical joke?
Okay, make fun of the atheist and the Jew. Real cool.
The dead body reaches in and puts on a shimmery, awesome robe.
That's a fabulous robe.
The robe is adorned with like skulls and bones and like weird bodies in different positions, but all like really finely spun silk. And it shimmers.
Where would they even get a robe like that? I mean, I know they were in the robe room earlier.
It's also a corpse. A walking corpse looking at us.
I don't. Guys,
You're not real.
No. Go. You
I
touch him.
bet-
Touch him.
I bet this is Stuart.
Oh my God! There's nothing there. Damn! Get back!
I just ripped his skin off.
Oh my God! What is that scepter?
This time, he takes the scepter and opens the top, and it said ice thrower.
Oh, that's chilly. What is wrong with you?
He does it again a little bit closer this time.
Wait, is this a real thing? What's happening?
The robe figure does it again, and Dan just freezes.
Is this because you're Jewish? Oh my God!
He reaches up and crashes into Dan's.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shatters into a million icy Jewish pieces.
Which, when reflecting off of his silky bejeweled robe, looks fabulous. I'm sorry.
Will you let me out now?
Nope.
I didn't do anything, okay? It was just a lucky guess.
It was suspiciously close.
I understand that. In retrospect, yes, it was very
Really
suspiciously
lucky
close.
guess.
But like, it makes sense if there's a dead body, it's probably security, and security is done by the Swiss. So yeah. Prove me wrong. You can't because it's right.
No, you're right.
Just
You guys! Oh my God! You guys! I just saw Dan get like iced.
Like,
Not the ice where you know
Like,
kneel down.
they don't allow that anymore.
No, he got like with there was a corpse. He came alive. He was wearing a beautiful robe.
Do you mean like an icy, like you get
freeze
it hard?
them.
Yeah, like
You guys are asking stupid questions.
I found Mrs. Pembroke. She was in the wine and robe room. She's
Dead.
What?
Oh my God, you guys! People are dying all around us. The guard, Mrs. Pembroke, Dan, right in front of me.
See,
You gotta get out of here.
our timing. It wasn't
we
me.
shouldn't.
Okay.
Those weren't very tight.
You could have just moved your hands.
Yeah, but I didn't. Why would I do that?
That's weird. Who wouldn't do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
You guys were my best friends.
That's really. Why wouldn't you just move your hands? They didn't even tie a knot at all.
Because you guys didn't trust me. And I wanted to earn your trust back.
I gotta go see if the phone in the Pope's room is still working, guys. I think we're in trouble with this guy. Well, danger.
I'm trying to believe in this.
I didn't do anything. How could I? I was sitting here the whole time.
I don't know. Something seems wrong. You have the same exact shape as the corpse who iced out Dan.
Ice stabbed?
Ice out. Iced him. I don't know.
I don't even understand what that
terminology
means.
for
Like they
it.
ostracized him?
No.
Like iced out?
Why are you asking
Are you
me?
like a mob, like a mafia, like you got iced?
You guys, he killed Dan with ice.
Like by serving it to
Did
him?
you try and fight him off?
God, no.
Mathly.
Okay, all I know how to do is x9 times squared plus 11.
Where do you keep the phones in here? Where do you keep the phones, Pope?
We see that he's in like the Pope's office.
The communications office.
The communications office.
There are doves and carrier pigeons.
There's a hang in there baby poster with a kitten.
There's a fireplace with different kinds of wood so that they can send up the smoke that means different things.
There is an eagle's nest up here with eagles in it.
And there's an owlry here for owls.
This is the coolest room ever, and there's no computer.
And there's a funny Jesus poster with Jesus with thumbs up.
Also, a super new telegraph machine.
The telegraph. Only read about it.
Just as he reaches for it, the telegraph machine actually starts to tap out a message. Receiving.
Oh my God. Good answer, telegraph class. Help is not on its way. You are too late. But don't worry, I'll get you. You're gonna die.
Just
Exclamation
then, a robe figure appears, and this robe is seriously baller.
It has a label Fat Farm on it, and it's all gold lame, and there's a lot, it's just like fringe everywhere.
And the figure pulls the hood off and smiles, and he's got gold grills.
Reaches up, smiling, and he unlatches all of the cages to the owls, and all of the cages to the carrier pigeons.
Stop packing me! Stop packing me! Stop it! Get away, crazy birds! Get away! Get back, birds! Sorry.
The robe figure looks on in glee as this one's a pigeon, pecks out the insides of Mike, eats them, feeds them back to him, just like he would for his own young. Yes. And feeding him in a cycle of eating and feeding until he becomes engorged with his own innards.
And they begin to expand, and he blows up with himself.
Guys, there's a carrier pigeon flying around here.
Okay.
Here.
Mark, you know how to like capture a carrier?
That was amazing.
That was incredible.
No, I mean they always land on the highest thing. You just become the highest. Put your hand up, and I would fly to you.
The pigeon has a little eyeball tied around his neck with a note that says, "This is Mike's."
There's a message. Oh wait, there's an eyeball. Oh! And the message. I don't want to touch that.
This is Mike's eyeball. That's Mike's.
That's the
That's
message.
Mike's eyeball.
That is. Oh my God, you guys.
I'm freaking out right now.
Well,
We should.
are you freaking out,
We should.
or did you know this was gonna happen?
How would I know this is gonna happen? I swear to God I didn't do anything.
Okay, well, you swear to God? I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
I'm getting pretty pissed off that you guys keep blaming me.
I'm trying not to blame you. I have not said anything to blame you, Stephen.
We don't know
I'm
anything
trying
about
to
you,
believe
Stephen,
you.
other than your dad's garbage disposal business.
We're not safe.
It's a real garbage disposal business.
Nobody has a garbage disposal business. It's like part of a larger conglomerate or something like that.
Yeah, but it's part of a larger sink
You
scheme.
can't make a living off just
part.
selling garbage disposal.
Yes, well we do, and we have many.
Guys! We're in danger here, and we're just sitting ducks right here. We should hide in these confessionals.
Okay, alright, fine. Okay.
Stephen, are you okay?
Yeah,
Do you have anything to confess?
Yeah, Stephen. Say anything now?
okay. I did something bad. I threw that pelvis at you guys.
Guys.
At me
It was at Kate
and Dan.
I threw a pelvis.
Gross.
It was because I was.
That's very disrespectful,
It
Stephen.
was extremely disrespectful.
That pelvis belonged to somebody.
Also, that was disgusting. Like, Dan's head got hit by the crotch of a dead person.
Well, it wasn't like there's no skin on it. It's
Well,
like
it's still the
bone.
crotch.
Well,
It's the remnants of what was your
There's no
vagina or
remnants
penis
of
at
crotch
some point.
there. Kate, we're just
That
not
was the
getting along.
pelvis of a saint.
Well, then great. Good for Dan.
No, I'm saying that pelvis was laid to rest
Right.
in sacred ground.
And then it blessed Dan by hitting him in the head.
You shouldn't have touched it. It was exactly where it was supposed
That
to
was
Well, forgive me for I have sinned. I threw the pelvis of a saint at my friend Dan, and then he got iced to death right after.
be. Kate, can you find it in your heart to forgive Stephen for throwing a pelvis?
You know what? Fine. Because honestly, I think we're all gonna die in the Vatican tonight.
Not quite all of us.
What?
What?
Okay, what, Mark? What are you even saying? What are you saying right now?
I'm just saying.
Why are you opening the...
We see Mark has a bejeweled sword, unlike any sword of bejeweling that you've ever seen. It's purple and gold and amazing and shiny.
Within this confessional, he pulls up a robe around himself that is truly ornate and almost too much for one man.
He feels that he has shoes with goldfish in them. And they're diamond encrusted.
And not everyone notices, but even like the rings he has are very detailed. They're finely cut. They fit his finger perfectly. But
Kate,
Mark?
I
What?
have something to confess.
Okay?
Can you lean closer?
Yeah?
Closer?
Why? Do I have to get so close for this? I can hear you fine.
I feel uncomfortable confessing it loudly.
What is that? What's going on over there?
He jabs the scepter into Kate's ear super slow, but and it begins to twist her brain and scrambling it like an omelet.
And her face is now moving involuntarily as her brain is severed apart inside.
When she opens her mouth, you can actually see the shiniest jewels on the scepter rotating by.
Mark, what are you doing?
Just getting forgiveness.
Kate? Kate, are you there? Kate? Oh my god.
She's reflecting.
Mark. It was you. It was you all along. You made them suspect me, my best friends in the world.
Really? Those were your best friends?
Oh, I have a lot of friends.
The ones who so quickly turned on you?
They were my best friends, even if they turned on me. And they're all dead now.
Do you think Judas would feel the same way, Stephen?
I don't know. But there's one thing you don't know about me. I saved the skull of that saint.
Oh!
skull and gets a mark a gash across his forehead, and then Stephen starts running down the Vatican corridor.
He runs into the Sistine Chapel.
It's amazing.
Take a moment to regard it.
Wow, that's incredible.
Stephen is running as fast as he can. Mark slogs along at a lazy trot, but maintains his ground.
Oh, I'll take a hidden passageway.
I think he's gone. Oh God! Okay, what do you want? What do you
You
want?
barely spent 10 seconds in the Sistine Chapel. 10 seconds told you that?
Okay, fine. I just go to this Catholic school because my dad needs cover because he's in the mob.
There it is.
Because
Because your father is in the mob, Stephen, he makes certain enemies. There are certain syndicates in the world that like to have all the power.
A pigeon with a nice robe flies onto Mark's shoulder.
The fish?
Are you gonna get that?
There's the message.
the message says, "Joke's on you." And Stephen produces a sharpened crucifix from behind him.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, inappropriate!
I'm really sorry. I know. I know. It's weird to have that laying around. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The Pope is going to be so pissed!
No! Oh God! Oh God! You were my best friend.
Really?
Yes, you were my best friend.
I was your best friend!
Yes, you are still my best friend.
That is so like the Jesus Judas thing I was trying to allude to earlier!
Can I see the crucifix again?
In a second!
No!
Just then, a scepter rolls up between them, and this scepter, on the inside of it, it's filled with hydrochloric acid. Who will get it?
It's just out of my reach.
Acid sprays all over Mark's face, and his face is entirely melted off.
The robe is getting really messed up because of the way it was like made and manufactured. It just wilts, the colors are running, it doesn't look good.
Oh, I probably look a mess right now!
It doesn't look great. It's not your best robe.
Will you tell them? Will you tell them that I sacrificed everything for them?
For who?
Them!
Sure.
Stabs him through the nose.
That should have been more gentle. You were my best friend.
Cut to the Sunday Mass in the Vatican.
1 year later.
Can't believe we're doing this lock-in again.
We're lucky to have the opportunity.
Yeah, I heard last year's trip that a lot of people really found Jesus.
That's because they died. They all died at the
That's a good bonus point.
They shouldn't have let this happen again.
We assure you, you are all safe this year.
You can actually
Oh, he's Swiss. Guys, you know what they say about Swiss guards in the Vatican?
They're probably in security.
That's obvious.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke. We tell it ourselves.
You tell that joke yourself?
Yeah, they're insecurity.